Sovereign Harry has supposedly disconnected himself from a large group of companions and believed guides he used to be near in the UK. The previous Illustrious, who moved away from imperial life in 2020, is allegedly not in contact with large numbers of his English companions, including his previous caretaker Tiggy Legge-Bourke. The Duke of Sussex has been blamed for driving away his English roots considerably further, as the 38-year-old sinks into life in the US. Illustrious specialists, all showing up on the most recent episode of Royal Residence Classified, talked about Harry's new dropout with Johnny Hornby. Mr. Hornby, who is Jeremy Clarkson's companion and colleague, went with the choice to resign from his job as legal administrator for Harry's foundation Sentebale recently. Examining the new dropout, Everyday Mail feature writer Sarah Plant said, "I hear he doesn't converse with any of his lifelong companions, he doesn't stand by listening to any of his old counsels, individuals like Tiggy Legge-Bourke, who used to be very key in aiding him. They're only not there any longer." Ruler Harry has separated himself by dumping his English companions and believed counselors in the wake of moving to the US and is living in an air pocket. Talking on the current week's Castle Classified, the Everyday Mail's journal manager Richard Eden and Day-to-Day Mail feature writer Sarah Plant and Day-to-Day Mail, Imperial proofreader Rebecca English, examined the Duke of Sussex's dropout with Johnny Hornby, who ventured down as legal administrator from Harry's foundation Sentebale. Have Sarah said that the imperial is continually pulling away from his English roots as he sinks into life in the US. I hear he doesn't converse with any of his lifelong companions, he doesn't stand by listening to any of his old consultants, individuals like Tiggy Legge-Bourke, who used to be very key to aiding him. They're only not there any longer, she made sense of. Ms. Legge-Bourke was ruler William and Sovereign Harry's babysitter, prior to turning into an individual colleague to then Sovereign Charles. She is accepted to remain nearby the royals very much into their adulthood, and is the adoptive parent to Archie, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's oldest kid. Rebecca added that as lifelong companions from adolescence, have forever been considered safe sets of hands. They're individuals who have Harry's well-being truly on a basic level. There was a period you would pay attention to them, and you lose those companions at your risk. Your closest companions are the ones who really come clean with you, assuming that you've settled on some unacceptable choice. After Richard added that he can feel disengaged in the wake of moving to another country, Sarah added, "It seems like he's extremely separated to me. After you get hitched, when circumstances become difficult, having individuals that obsolete your marriage is great. He's in another climate and he doesn't have any of his own companions. It's all American and all Meghan." Rebecca added that he was in somewhat of an air pocket, which wasn't especially sound. She added that he was unimaginable energetic about work in Africa, and it was miserable he hasn't returned. Day-to-Day Mail uncovered last week that Johnny Hornby, 56, stepbrother of about a kid writer Scratch Hornby and brother by marriage of smash hit spine chiller essayist Robert Harris, has remained down following 11 years as a legal administrator, during the last 5 of which he was director of Sentebale's board. His flight has provoked Harry to honor his initiative and vision and commitment, organization and kinship, depicting Hornby's obligation to the kids and youngsters of southern Africa as mind-boggling. Harry and the foundation's fellow benefactor, ruler CSO of Lesotho, say thanks to him for empowering Sentebale to convey comprehensive help to thousands in Lesotho and Botswana. However, his closeness with the Sussexes didn't block him from duplicating a likewise warm kinship and expert connection with somebody exceptionally distant from the couple's circle, who maintains that should be a mogul. Moderator Jeremy Clarkson, sharing the supercharged telecaster's desire and positive thinking, Hornby went along with him in a fermenting adventure, Hawkstone, to deliver a powerful ale, as well as a pale